ang agency po ay merong 15 days from the receipt of the AOM within which to submit their comments, justifications, or documents po as required
Okay.
po in the AOM.
So pagkatapos ng issuance ng isang audit observation memorandum, ang mga subject ng audit ay binibigyan ng 15 days para mag-submit ng mga dokumento.
Based po dun sa rules and regulations on settlement of accounts po ng COA. Yes, ma'am.
Paano pag may sinubmit na dokumento at hindi pa rin sapat or tama or insufficient or may discrepancy? Anong nangyayari?
Kapag may sinumit po na document at based on the evaluation of the auditor, hindi pa rin po sapat yung document na yon, then that is the time po na mag-i-issue na po ng notice of suspension.
Anong definition ng notice of suspension sa joint circular?
Under the joint circular po, yung notice of suspension is a written notification to the agency head and the accountant informing them of the temporary disallowance po nung disbursement sa audit because it appears that the disbursement is irregular, illegal, or improper and requiring them to submit their justifications or the documents po being sought in the AOM or both.
Okay. Sinabi mo, Mr. Witness, para maintindihan natin, no? Ito ay temporary. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Based on findings na irregular. Ano ba? Irregular. Ano ibig sabihin
Irregular.
ng irregular?
Based on COA circulars po, ang irregular disbursement ay yung mga disbursement na hindi umaayon or hindi nagko-comply dun sa requirements ng mga COA issuances.
Okay. Sa Pilipino, ang tawag dito ay irregular pa rin. Tama? Itong illegal. Anong ibig sabihin ng illegal?
Kapag sinabi pong illegal, yung disbursement po ay hindi nagko-comply dun sa applicable laws.
At kung sinabi mong improper,
Kapag improper naman po, ang ibig sabihin, yung expenses ay either unnecessary, excessive, extravagant, or unconscionable po.
so pag nagbigay kayo ng notice of suspension, ito ay nagpapahayag. This means, ang significance nito ay na-observe ninyo, ikaw, sa audit findings mo, na ito ay irregular, illegal, or improper.
Leading, Your Honor. Objection.
Kindly reform, Counsel.
I will go to the next question. Pag hindi na-comply ang notice of suspension, what action, if any, is taken by your office?
Kapag hindi po na-comply yung notice of suspension, then that is the time po na mag-i-issue na kami ng notice of disallowance.
Ano naman itong notice of disallowance?
Based on the joint circular po, yung notice of disallowance ay yung written notification to the agency head or the accountant informing them of the disallowance nung disbursement and requiring them to restitute the amount po nung disbursement because yung disbursement ay illegal, improper, or irregular.
So, Mr. Witness, whether tinatawag mo ito AOM or Audit Observation Memorandum, or whether notice of suspension, or whether notice of disallowance, in these three stages, nabibigyan ng opportunity ang ino-audit na agency para mag-comply? Yun po ba ang ibig sabihin ng explanation mo?
Kapag sa AOM po, tsaka notice of suspension, yes, binibigyan po silang ng opportunity para mag-comply. Pero kapag ND na po kasi, pag notice of disallowance, ang tanging remedy na lang nila is to settle the amount or to appeal with the commission proper.
Okay. Let us go now to the issue of the Office of the Vice President. Earlier, you said AOMs were issued to the Office of the Vice President, correct? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
specifically, let us go now to the first and second quarter of 2023, showing to you, and if shown to you and flashed on the screen, would you be able to identify the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, please For purposes of identification, this again is a stipulated common exhibit. This AOM dated February 1, 2024, corresponding to the first and second quarters, have been identified as Exhibit P-1-12-E for the prosecution.
Thank you, Your Honor. In the part of the defense, this was pre-marked as D-1-105-OVP for the information of the Honorable Court.
Noted, Attorney Kapuran, may proceed.
Please look at this AOM and refresh your memory. What, Mr. Witness, did you observe from this AOM?
Yung findings po or observations namin, una po, hindi po nag-submit ng documentary evidence of payments si OBP for the first and second quarters of 2023. Pangalawa po, based on their accomplishment report, meron kasing nakalagay as payment of rewards pero wala pong sinubmit si OBP na any document evidencing the success po, which is in violation of the item 4.8.5 of the joint circular.
Your Honor, for the better appreciation, Your Honor, and with your permission, this is being flashed on the screen. The findings made are boxed in red, Your Honor. So yung second finding mo, una, ulitin natin.
Yung una po ay walang sinubmit na documentary evidence of payment si OBP for the first and second quarter of 2023.
Ano pa?
Pangalawa po, dahil may line item for the payment of rewards sa kanilang accomplishment report, wala po silang sinubmit na any document evidencing the success of the information gathering or surveillance activities on account of the information given by the informer in violation po nung item 4.8.5 of the joint circular.
Meron mga, before you go to your next observation, Mr. Witness, merong mga amounts stated dyan. For the record, can you read these amounts and what periods they correspond to in terms of payment of rewards?
Based on this AOM po, yung 15 million pesos ay binayad as payment of reward noong February 6 to March 29, 2023. At yung 12 million pesos naman po ay binayad as reward noong April 25 to June 30, 2023.
And nakalagay dito, non-compliant with item 4.8 from 0.5.b of the joint circular. Why is this non-compliant based on your submissions in your AOM?
Yung item 4.8.5.b po kasi, yun yung documentary evidence o yung document evidencing the success of the information gathering or surveillance activities. Pero since wala po silang sinubmit na document na yun, hindi po nag-comply yung kanilang payment of rewards dun sa requirements ng joint circular.
Para maintindihan natin, kasi medyo technical to, no? Ano yung evidence of success? Ano ang kino-consider ng office mo na evidence of success?
Actually, based dun po sa joint circular, walang any specific document na na-mention. Pero kasi ang tinitingnan po namin is dapat merong causal link yung surveillance activity, yung successful surveillance activity or information gathering at saka yung information given by the informer.
Hindi ba confidential itong information na rini-require niya? Confidential ba to? Yung tinatawag mo na causal. Cause at saka effect.
Yes, ma'am.
Hindi ba yan? Is that confidential information?
Since yun po yung requirement ng joint circular, kailangan po nilang i-comply po.
Necessary ba ang... I will reform. Next question, Mr. Witness. There is a box here in paragraph 3. What is this all about?
What box po? The
Sa
one being
report?
shown?
Ano ang nakalagay dito? Nakalagay sa paragraph 3 that the amount with reference to medicine and food aid. Please look at your notes and tell us the significance of these findings.
Nakalagay po dito sa number 3 na merong items for the provision of medical and food aid at payment of incentives for traveling relative to the confidential operations ng agency doon sa kanilang first and second quarter accomplishment reports.
Okay. Meron mga amounts indicated dito, pakibasa.
Yes, ma'am. For the accomplishment report for the period February 6 to March 29, 2023,
Magkano ito?
sa provision of medical and food aid po, ang nagastos nila ay 42 million pesos. Tapos sa accomplishment report for the April 25 to June 30, 2023, yung nagastos po nila for the provision of medical and food aid ay 40 million pesos po.
So ang total nito, Mr. Witness, para sa period na to ay 42 million plus 40 million.
Yes, ma'am.
82 million, Mr. Witness.
Based on their submission po, yes, ma'am.
Okay, and
82.
based on their submissions, did they also attach to their submissions any documents showing or proving payments for medical supplies or food supplies?
Wala po.
Again, meron pang ibang figures dito, pakibasa, and what are they for?
Yung isa naman po, yung February 6 to March 29 period, ay 10 million po yung binayad for the payment of incentives or traveling relative to the confidential operations. At for the period naman po na April 25 to June 30, 2023, may binayad po na another 10 million for the payment of incentives or traveling relative to the confidential operations.
Okay. So sa binasa mo, ang total nito ay 20 million.
Yes, ma'am.
At itong 20 million ba, may kasamang mga resibo or attachments para patunayan na nagastos tong 20 million para sa travel.
Based on their submissions po, wala pong inattach si OBP.
Okay. And sa last sentence, ano itong amount na 20 million pesos?
Ayan po yung total po nung kanilang payment of incentives or traveling relative to the confidential operations for the first and second quarter po.
Okay. Ngayon, meron kang conclusion sa last paragraph. Can you read it?
The provision of medical and food aid and payment of incentives or traveling relative to the confidential operations expenses do not fall among those enumerated under item 4.8 of the joint circular. Thus, the same should not be charged against the confidential fund of the agency.
At sinasabi mo ang nature ng listahan sa joint circular ay ano?
Exclusive po.
Exclusive. Anong ibig sabihin ng exclusive? Bawal ang wala sa listahan. Tama ba yan?
Yes, ma'am.
Another box item is paragraph number 4. Please refer to your notes as shown on the screen. Anong significance, if any, nitong finding mo sa AOM?
Under number 4 po, hindi po naka-indicate sa kanilang physical and financial plan yung specific confidential activities na kanilang paggagamitan po ng kanilang pondo in violation of the item 4.2 of the joint circular.
Okay. Itong physical and financial plan, identified to at saka stipulated document ito, tama?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ngayon, ano ba dapat pag tinitignan ng isang physical and financial plan? Ano ba ang hinahanap dyan?
Tinitingnan po
Kasama
na...
ba dyan? Sakop ba niyan ang Christmas party?
Paulit po ng tanong.
Kasama ba sa physical and financial plan ang Christmas party?
Yung agency po ang makakapag-answer niyan.
Okay,
Kasi
kasama ba dyan?
yung physical and financial plan po kasi ay ginagamit nila to support their allocation.
Okay, kasama ba dyan tree planting?
It is outside po my authority to answer that since agency lang po ang makakasagot niyan.
Okay, kasama ba dyan ang magbibigay ka ng awards? Okay. In the nature of your definition of confidential funds, are these activities considered confidential activities?
As an answered, Your Honors, it is beyond the witness authority to
If he
determine.
knows, Your Honor.
If he knows,
He's competent. He's a competent witness. He's the one who personally evaluated, and he's also a
witness may
lawyer.
answer if he knows, Mr. Wamel. You may answer if you know.
If I am to relate po yung sinabi nyo dun sa item 4.8 of the joint circular, hindi po kasama yung mga binanggit nyo dun sa allowable expenses po ng confidential fund.
Thank you, Mr. Witness. Punta naman tayo sa itong AOM, Audit Observation Memorandum, ang exhibit number ay, for the record, P-1-12-E. Mr. Counsel for the respondent, this is a common exhibit.
Already stipulated and the counterpart exhibit marking by the respondent was already given for the record.
After receiving,
Your Honor, may we just clarify if we're referring to the first quarter AOM?
She's referring to
The
the
first and second.
respondent's D-1-105-OVP.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, for clarity's sake, the first and second quarters are covered by only one audit observation memorandum, which this witness just testified on.
Yes, counsel. The counsel for respondent confirms that. The presiding officer confirms that as well.
What other liquidation documents, Mr. Witness, were submitted to you for the Office of the Vice President? We now go to the third quarter. No. No. The findings on liquidation. Mr. Witness, what were your findings? Because this covered the first and second quarter. Ano naman ang findings mo tungkol sa third quarter
Sa
ng Office of the Vice President?
Sa third quarter po ng third quarter cash advance and liquidation po ng Office of the Vice President, ang naging findings po doon ay una, hindi nag-submit si Office of the Vice President ng kanilang documentary evidence of payments para sa kanilang third quarter liquidation, which is violation po nung item 4.12 of the joint circular. Yung kanilang accomplishment report ay merong payment of reward. Pero hindi po siya substantiated ng any document evidencing the success of the information gathering or surveillance activities on account of the information given by the informer, which is in violation of the item 4.8.5b of the joint circular. At pangatlo po, Your Honor, may I be allowed po to refer to the AOM for the
With
complete
the permission of the presiding
enumeration po
officer.
of the findings?
May the witness refer to his notes to
Counsel,
Your Honor.
refresh his memory.
Maybe just clarify on this matter, just a brief, because
yes,
yesterday,
what is the comment of counsel for
yesterday
respondent?
I remember that the witness was only in ICFAO until February 2024. Is that correct? Maybe check the record if that is correct.
Yes,
Your Honor.
2014 to 2024. That's what he said.
Okay, so this AOM for the third quarter was issued August 8, 2024, Your Honor. So he is referring to something that he has no personal knowledge of.
What month did you leave? What month did you leave COA ICFAO, Mr. Wamil?
February of 2024 po.
Your Honor, please, this is preliminary. We would have, if we were allowed to continue with this questioning, Your Honor, that this witness will attest to the fact that he was the one, before he left, he prepared a draft of an AOM for the third quarter. And if I may be allowed, maybe counsel will see the relationship of my question to
Then
This AOM.
witness, kindly not refer to an AOM. If indeed you prepared a draft, as you will testify on later, you can refer to your notes, but not the AOM.
My apologies po, Your
Do you
Honor.
have notes pertaining to the draft you prepared, pertaining to the supposed AOM issued after you left COA ICFAO?
I don't have my notes po with me. Pero I can give po yung the additional audit observation po based on my draft po na sinamit sa ICFAO.
May we see the draft, Your Honor, before
Do
he
you
gives
have
his
a copy of the
observations?
draft, Council, Mr. Wamil?
I do not have the copy of draft po with me. Nasa
we
file po
object,
siya ng
Your Honor.
ICFAO.
Council, Attorney Caponan, do you have a copy of the draft? Will you be marking it?
No, Your Honor. We are not marking a draft. We are just eliciting from this witness testimonial evidence that before he left, he did prepare a draft which he turned over to his successor in the position, Your Honor. And this will be testified to by our next witness, Your Honor.
But witness is not allowed by the court to refer to the AOM issued after he already left the office. If he did not bring his notes, then he cannot refer to any other document while he is testifying.
We submit, Mr.
Subject to those conditions, counsel may proceed.
Your Honor, please, we have finished with the Office of the Vice President for the last quarter of 2022, the first, second, and third quarter, and all the liquidation reports submitted by the respondent Vice President to the COA ICFAO office, Your Honor. We will now go to the Department of Education. And for this, Your Honor, can I ask for a 1 minute recess so I can confer? Just 1 minute, Your Honor.
1 minute recess is granted. The panel of prosecutors, Attorney Caponan may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. We now go to the Department of Education. And Mr. Witness, I will refer you to 3 quarters, quarter 1, quarter 2, and quarter 3 for 2024. Mr. Witness, again, to refresh your memory, what periods do these quarters cover? We are now talking about the Department of Education.
Based on their submissions po to the ICFAO, yung first quarter po, ang coverage po noon ay February 20 to March 30, 2023. Yung second quarter po ay April 20 to June 29, 2023. At yung third quarter po ay July 12 to September 29, 2023.
Okay. And the Department of Education, Mr. Witness, please confirm whether or not they submitted documents by way of liquidation for their confidential funds.
Yes, ma'am, they submitted po.
And can you refresh your memory? How much did the Department of Education receive by way of confidential funds for each quarter?
Ang kanilang confidential fund po for each quarter ay 37.5 billion pesos.
37.5 million, a fixed amount?
Yes, ma'am, per quarter.
And were these amounts withdrawn in full?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Based on the documents po na binigay nila sa amin.
Let us now go to these documents that you said were submitted to your office. Who submitted this?
The Department of Education po.
Okay. Now, if you are shown one of these documents, which is a fiscal financial plan for the first to the third quarter of 2023, previously marked as Exhibits P-1-18-A-3, P-1-18-A-B, and P-1-14B. For easy reference, Your Honor, this document stipulated and common exhibit also with the defense, Your Honor, is being shown to the witness and flashed on the screen.
Correct, Your Honor. And the defense,
On the part of the respondent,
on the part of the respondent, these are exhibits D-1-20-DE. Next is T-1-50-DE and D-1-74-DE.
74, not 79.
74. 74, Your Honors.
Okay. Counsel may proceed.
Mr. Witness, these documents that you're seeing now, there is an annotation approved by. What does approved by mean?
Ang ibig sabihin po ng approve by ay inapprove po nung signatory dito sa box na ito yung contents of the physical and financial plan.
And this is in all three documents, Mr. Witness?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay. There appears to be a signature in these three documents. Whose
Assisting
signature
counsel
are
for both
these?
parties may approach the witness and compare the documents they possess.
Please go over these documents and tell us whose signature is this?
Signature po ni Vice President Sara Duterte po.
And you're familiar with this signature for the same reason she stated, Mr. Witness?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What does a signature of the secretary? And here, it is the signature of the Vice President, concurrently Secretary of Education, Sara Duterte. What does this signature attest to?
Ang katulad po nung nasabi ko kanina, yung signature niya po rito, ang ibig sabihin ay inapprove niya po yung contents ng physical and financial plan.
I am showing to you now, Mr. Witness, a document which is for the third quarter of 2023. And this is part, as we can see on the screen, this is a part of Exhibit P-1-14-B. Please, for the record, tell us your observations. For the third quarter, for the first, second, and third quarter, as appearing in this exhibit and in the notes or the documents you're looking at. There is here, can you read? Physical target. Can you read the first column?
Your Honor.
Counsel for
just a quick,
respondent.
interjection, again with the due indulgence, and I think the patience of opposing counsel. But if we're talking about the third quarter physical and financial plan, I just wanted to confirm that you were still there when you received these documents, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. That's all. That's all.
It was submitted July 3,
Yes.
2023.
Just wanted to confirm that.
Noted, counsel for the panel of prosecutors, Attorney Kapunan, you may proceed.
What observations have you made or did you make as regards the first quarter submission in the physical and financial plan of the DepEd?
Dun sa kanilang physical and financial plan for the first quarter, hindi po naka-indicate yung kanilang specific confidential activities na pagbabasehan po ng kanilang disbursement from the confidential fund.
Nakalagay sa first column, counter-insurgency programs. Did the DepEd submit any evidence on this or documents evidencing what it claims to be expenditures on counter-insurgency programs?
Based on their submissions po, wala po silang sinumit na document.
And it says here, what was the outcome expected from this? If you can read for the record.
Based on this document po for the counter-insurgency program, ang expected outcome po ay to prevent any recruitment by the NPA and other communist and leftist groups towards teachers and students.
And, Mr. Witness, with this submission, did the DepEd, Department of Education, submit any list of NPAs, communist, or leftist groups?
Based on their submissions po, wala naman po silang sinubmit.
And the next column, a target to eliminate or reduce recruitment of teachers and learners by communist or leftist groups. Any observation on this?
Since hindi po naka-enumerate yung kanilang specific confidential activities, hindi po nakamatch yung kanilang physical target on the specific confidential activities na paggagamitan nila ng kanilang fund from
Well-
confidential.
There was no list of teachers, no list of learners, nor list of communist or leftist groups appended to any of the documents submitted by the DepEd, Mr. Witness.
Wala po.
For emphasis, please read the amount here.
The amount po is 9,375,000 pesos.
Okay. We go as well to the second quarter. What observations can you make about the second quarter, Mr. Witness?
Same po with the first quarter, hindi rin po naka-indicate yung kanilang specific confidential activities na kanilang paggagamitan ng magiging basis po ng kanilang disbursements from the confidential fund.
Same observation for the third quarter in terms of physical target, Mr. Witness?
Yes, ma'am.
And the amount, please state for the record, for the second quarter, to eliminate, reduce recruitment of teachers and learners by communist groups or leftist groups. A function of the DepEd? How much was spent by the
For-
DepEd for this function?
For the second quarter po, 9.3 million pesos po.
And for the third quarter,
For the third quarter, 9.2 million pesos po.
okay. Again, we go now to the second program or activity allegedly conducted by the DepEd. Abuse prevention and control within schools. Mr. Witness, were any documents submitted to show what activities these programs allegedly to prevent abuse and control within schools with the expected objective of reducing abuses against learners? Did the DepEd submit any documents as to list of schools or list of learners or list of or number of abuses?
Based on
Reduce.
their submission po, wala po silang sinubmit na document.
And the third column says, increase community participation in reporting cases against learners. You confirm that, Mr. Witness?
Yes, ma'am. Based on
And the
this
same
document
is
po.
true for the second quarter and the third quarter, Mr. Witness.
Based on this document po, yes, ma'am.
Okay. How much was spent on this activity to increase community participation? For the first quarter
For the first quarter po, 10 million pesos.
and the second quarter,
For the second quarter, 10,075,000 pesos po.
and for the third quarter, Mr. Witness.
10,125,000 pesos po.
Okay. And for this community participation, totaling for the three quarters, 30 million. Meron bang listahan ng mga communities kung saan na-increase ang participation nila para sa reporting ng abuses ng mga kabataan? May listahan ba na sinubmit ang DepEd dito
Wala po silang sinubmit na listahan.
para sa tatlong quarters, Mr. Witness?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Punta naman tayo dito sa number 3. Nakalagay dito, anti-illegal activities operations. Meron bang listahan na binigay ang DepEd? Kung ano-ano itong anti-illegal activities operations?
Based on their submission po, wala po silang binigay na listahan.
Itong nakalagay na illegal activities within schools, may listahan ba ng eskwelahan na binigay?
Wala po silang binigay na listahan.
May linagay ba na ano-ano ang tinatawag ng DepEd na illegal activities?
Pwede pa ulit po ng tanong.
Yung mga activities na sinabi dito sa exhibit, may listahan ba kung ano yung illegal activities na gustong eliminate ng DepEd?
Wala po silang binigay na listahan.
Okay, sa third column, nakalagay, increase and heightened conduct of surveillance activities to prevent illegal activities. Again, Mr. Witness, may listahan ba or document ang sinubmit ng DepEd para patunayan na ginastos nga ito?
Wala po silang sinubmit.
And your observation is likewise the same, Mr. Witness, for the second and third quarters. Walang submission na binigay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Pakibasa ang amounts involved dito. For the first quarter, ang amount ay
Anong item po, ma'am? Number 3?
number 3, yung tinatawag na anti-illegal activities operations. Magkano? Magkano ginastos ng DepEd?
For the first quarter po, 9 million pesos. For the second quarter, 9.1 million pesos. And for the third quarter, 9,140,000 pesos po.
Ano ang arithmetic nun? 9 times 8, almost 30 million.
27 million,
27
240,000 pesos po.
Nawala, 27 million, nawala namang kasamang document para sabihin kung ano yung mga illegal activities na yan. Lastly, Mr. Witness, anti-extremism at terrorism programs. Extremism and terrorism programs ng DepEd. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Nakalagay dito sa second column,
Your Honor,
pakibasa.
Your Honor
Yung
will
second
object
column.
to the question, anong ibig sabihin? Because obviously this is something submitted by the DepEd and the witness is not competent enough to testify what DepEd meant.
Your Honor, I was just reading it. In fact, there is no question on what is this.
Then I apologize for that. I just heard anong ibig sabihin.
Winidraw ko na yun,
Opo,
Counsel.
sorry.
Sa second column, gather information necessary for the implementation of general peace and order. Peace and order within the department. Within the department. Meron bang sinubmit na documents dito, Mr. Witness?
Anong document po ulit yun, ma'am?
Itong nakalagay dito, to gather information necessary for the implementation of general peace and order within the department. Tama bang basa ko? Hindi within the country. Within their own department. What documents were submitted to evidence this information gathered?
Wala po silang sinubmit na document.
Ito, last, please. Intensifies, next column. Intensify background investigation of DepEd personnel and learners involved. Terrorist groups sa campus involved in terrorist groups. Mr. Witness, any evidence of this intensification? Pinatibay daw ang background information kasi daw merong terrorist groups sa mga eskwelahan. Ano naman ang dokumentong sinubmit ng DepEd para patunayan? Natunay nga na may terrorist ang mga eskwelahan. Meron ba? Submit the documents.
Wala po silang sinubmit.
Okay, and this is the same for the second quarter and the third quarter. You confirm that, Mr. Witness?
Yes, ma'am.
For the record, what are the amounts spent allegedly? Magkano ang ginastos ng DepEd para mawalan ng terrorist ang mga eskwelahan? 9 million, correct? For the first quarter, can you read?
Based on the documents submitted po, for the counterinsurgency program, 9,375,000 pesos po.
For the second quarter
For the second quarter, 9.3 million pesos.
and for the third quarter.
9.2 million pesos po.
And pakibasa. Basahin mo lahat.
For the number 2, yung abuse
Total.
prevention.
I'm sorry. Sa second quarter, nasabi mo na.
Can you clarify your question po?
For the first quarter, sinabi mo 9,125,000. Second quarter, magkano?
9.3 million pesos po.
And for the third quarter?
9.2 million pesos.
Okay. Ang total, anong significance nito? Pag in-addition mo lahat, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, at lahat ng activities na sinabi dito na wala naman dokumento, 37 million pumatak per quarter. You confirm that, Mr. Witness?
Based on the document po, yung total po ay 37.5 million pesos
A fixed amount.
per quarter.
A fixed amount for the first quarter, 37.5, Mr. Witness.
Based on this document po, yes ma'am.
Another fixed amount for the second quarter.
Based on this document po, yes ma'am.
Another fixed amount for the third quarter.
Based on this document po, yes po.
Okay. Sino naman ang pumirma dito? Again, Mr. Witness, na nakalagay approved by.
Ang nakapirma po dito ay si Vice President Sara Duterte po.
And that is her signature,
Yes ma'am.
which you are familiar with for the same reason you said earlier.
Yes ma'am.
Okay. We now go to 3 liquidation documents, which are land bank checks, again stipulated to by the counsel for the respondent. These are land bank checks number 0000453 dated February 20, 2023. Exhibit P-1-20-A. Another land bank check 0000964 dated April 19, 2023. And another land bank check number 000000250 dated 11 July 2023, marked by prosecution respectively as Exhibit P-1-20-A, P-1-20-B, and P-1-20-C, being flashed on the screen and shown by Attorney Peña to the witness.
For the record, counsel for respondent, these are your exhibits. What again for the record?
For the check ending 0453 dated February 20, 2023, Your Honors, that was marked as Exhibit D-1-3-DE. For the check dated July 11, 2023, check ending number 2250, that is Exhibit D-1-57-DE. And for the other check, ending 0964, dated April 19, I believe, 2023. This is D-1-27-DE, Your Honor.
Correct. Duly noted. Counsel may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, tell us, Mr. Witness, ano naman ang significance ditong mga 3 land bank checks na nakalagay dito sa screen at na-examine mo?
Ang significance po ng land bank checks na ito ay ito po yung proof na pwede nilang i-withdraw yung kanilang cash advances po.
And anong periods covered?
Based on the documents po na mention na pakita earlier, for the first quarter, ang period covered po ay February 20 to March. May I refer po to the documents for the period po, Your Honor?
Witness may do so with respect to the, you're referring to the physical and financial plan
To the ano po?
or to the check? Not the check.
To the land bank checks, Your Honor.
No, the question, counsel, is for what period does it cover? It's not in the check.
What
Yes, po.
What periods do these 3 checks cover?
Yes po. For the first quarter po, since wala pong nakalagay dito sa checks na period covered po, ma'am. Pero yung first check po is for the first quarter 2023. For the yung next check po is for the second quarter 2023, and for the yung third check po is for the third quarter of 2023.